The small town of Ravenswood was known for its chilling fog, blanketing the streets every night like a ghostly tide. Emma, a newcomer, had rented an old Victorian house at the edge of the woods. Locals warned her about the house's history, but she dismissed it as small-town superstition. One evening, as the fog began to roll in, Emma sat by the fireplace reading. The crackling flames painted shadows on the walls. That's when she first heard it, a faint whisper. She froze, her eyes darting toward the hallway. "Who's there?" she called out, her voice wavering. Silence. She convinced herself it was just the wind and returned to her book. But the whispers came again, this time clearer. They weren't random noises. They were words. Soft, unintelligible, but undeniably human. Curiosity outweighed fear. She followed the sound into the hallway. It grew louder, leading her upstairs. The creaking floorboards under her feet felt alive, like they protested her every step. At the end of the hall, a door stood slightly ajar. Emma hesitated. She hadn't noticed that door before. Slowly, she pushed it open. Inside was a small, dimly lit room. Dust covered everything, and the air was heavy with an unsettling stillness. In the center of the room sat an antique mirror, its surface rippling unnaturally, as if it were a pool of water. The whispers intensified, now coming from the mirror. Emma stepped closer, her reflection twisting and distorting. Her heart pounded as she saw another figure behind her in the reflection, a pale woman with hollow eyes and a sinister grin. Emma spun around. No one was there. When she looked back at the mirror, the woman was closer, her grin widening. "Get out," the reflection hissed, though Emma's lips didn't move. The room grew colder, the air thick with dread. Shadows poured from the corners, creeping toward her like living smoke. The whispers turned to screams. Emma stumbled backward, knocking over a chair. She fled down the stairs, the sound of footsteps chasing her. Reaching the front door, she grabbed the handle and pulled with all her strength. It wouldn't budge. The whispers were all around her now, deafening, closing in. The last thing Emma saw was her own reflection in the glass of the door, smiling at her. The fog swallowed the house that night, as it always did. By morning, Emma was gone. The house stood silent, waiting for its next visitor. But the whispers never stopped.